place, rock the place, rock the place, rock.
What up, my friends, and welcome to One Beer at a Time podcast. We're on the patio. We're at Civil Life. My guest today, one of my fighters, one of our little brothers in beer, and new STL entrepreneur, my guy Mikey. What's up, dude?
What's going on, Joe?
Cheers, buddy. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're at second shift on the patio. Before we get into anything, we gotta talk about what you're drinking.
Drinking the Italian Birra.
Yeah, the Bella
Birra.
Italian Pilsner, man. What do you think of this beer? Because this is your first experience with an Italian Pils? Fuck yeah.
I like it. It doesn't really have too much of a strong aftertaste.
Right.
Like I feel like sometimes I'm getting a nice light sip. I'm not really too taken aback by the drink, but it's also not doing nothing. You know?
It's that crisp finish.
Yeah.
In our beer lingo. Yeah, man. Well, that is important because a lot of people don't, like, you'll misjudge beer. Some beer, like, it drinks heavy. Some doesn't. Some finishes heavy. It sits heavy. You know, it's different experiences. Italian Pils is normally a lighter beer. Got little peppery notes. You know, I don't know too much of the details, but I'm definitely a fan. This is a beer I've liked from Second Shift for a long time. I got the Brewligans lager. Just good all the time. American style lager, you know, nothing fancy.
Nothing crazy. something traditional.
So what brings us here to drink beer? It's your first time at this brewery,
Of course.
Right?
Always a good time to drink beer.
When was your birthday, buddy?
My birthday was May 8th of this year, and I just turned 21.
Yeah, Gen Z's not drinking beer. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. That's why I wanted to have you on, man. I'm like, this is perfect. I'm a brewery guy. You come out with your brother. We're sampling beers, drinking beers, talking beers. I'm not an expert, but I'm definitely a little bit of a professional in the craft beer world. So I was very happy to be like, shit, little bro, let's usher you into the world. I'm like, what do you want to know?
Yeah.
So far, what styles of craft beer do you know you genuinely like?
Other
Than Italian Pils.
Italian Peasant, I mean, it's just a 10 out of 10 right now. I'm honestly not too sure. A lot of the times, I know me and my brother checked out your spot.
Yeah,
we
man.
liked a lot of what we drank.
You guys definitely did go with the lighter beers, the Mexican lager.
Yeah. I did like the Mexican lager you gave me. That was really nice.
Yeah, man.
It flowed very well. I wasn't too taken aback, I'm drinking a hard, heavy beer here.
Summertime brew for sure.
Yeah. It was kind of like a Modelo, but better in my opinion.
Just had a completely different flavor.
Yeah.
You know? Have you tried any sours?
I think I have,
You
but
like sour beer?
I don't think I'm too big of a fan.
My kind of guy.
know.
We're going to be just fine, buddy. Have you had IPAs? You've had to have some IPAs. What do you think of the hops?
The hops?
Yeah, because that's the thing that's real big on an IPA. They're real hop forward. You know, a lot of people like them, but people that hate them normally hate them and say they taste like tree bark and grass and pine cones and shit like that.
Yeah. I'm not really too big of a fan of the IPA flavor that's mulch.
Yeah.
But
no double hop, triple hops.
Yeah.
So what I got to do, I got to get you just a real approachable traditional IPA, because that is a little bit of a problem that we have. Like, brewers like to make funky, crazy shit. So a lot of our IPAs are just super hopped up, or they're real juicy, or they're real hazy, or it's a milkshake IPA. There's a bunch of lactose.
It's hard to transition into that.
Yeah, so you got to find a lighter one. Some people, you just get that drink and you just like it. It just works. But then you have the other end, the malty end, where you have like your brown beers. I don't know if you tried any kind of stouts at all, or any red ales, brown ales, anything like that.
I've had a pale ale. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, man. Whose did you have? Do you remember?
Snuck it from my parents back in high school. They specifically got pale ale. They're like, no way in hell are our kids going to drink pale ale. And we took it.
So your parents are real beer drinkers.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from.
My mom really likes a Blue Moon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And they're pretty good. I like a Blue Moon every now and then.
There's good local options for that same style of beer.
Yeah.
Blue Moon is good. It's a good, it's a gateway drug.
I personally wouldn't order a Blue Moon, but I wouldn't hate it if somebody gave me one.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. But I did try an IPA I was in San Francisco. We were meeting up with some family friends, and they gave me an IPA. And I finished it, part of it being I'm not going to be rude. And the other part, I mean, it was nice. It wasn't terrible. Every sip, I'm just like, like you're drinking a Manhattan, you're not trying to show the face.
The only real upside is a lot of IPAs they're stronger, they're higher ABV.
Yeah.
So when you get them down, sometimes it ends up being pretty worth it. You're like, all right, now like we just had 3 rounds. Like what are we moving on to?
Yeah.
So Mom's Pale Ale.
Yeah.
How much did you like that? Or was that one where you're almost throwing it up every time you take a sip?
To be brutally honest, I used to close my nose to take a sip. To be fair, I was younger.
It's alcohol, damn it.
It's alcohol, gotta do it. But what's it called? I didn't hate it once I started getting a little bit used to it.
Does Mom know about this story?
I mean, she had to realize that all of her pale ale was missing somehow.
Oh yeah, I guess.
She was like,
I
"Where?"
guess that's true. So, what were the repercussions?
I think I got away with it. I got an older brother. I think she just blamed him.
I'm trying to think. I don't have kids. I'm trying to think. I'm like, man, depending on how old my boys are, I guess I'm not mad that you're drinking my beer, but my fucking pale ale though, dude.
Dude,
like,
not the pale ale. Come on.
That's hilarious. I love it, dude. So we've been training together for a little while, dude. How long have you been at Finney's? I feel like it's been like a few years.
It's been almost about 2 years now.
Okay, yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, I do remember. I still remember my first week going in and going up to ask you guys questions and every now and then, and it was just the scariest thing. I was like, they're gonna think I'm so dumb, but you guys were very helpful. You would, obviously you'd take care of the people who you notice need a little bit of help and need some help with some technical things, but you also kind of let us like figure it out ourselves.
Yeah, man. Well, it's easier with guys like you because like you're like, all right, I'll get punched in the face and learn.
I mean, how else?
You're not as tentative to it because a lot of what we end up going through is, except for people who genuinely want to, they just come in and they're like, well, I want to take a fight. I want to start from nothing and I want to take a fight.
Yeah.
Most of the time that transition from bags and pads into even light sparring, it's all those weird flinch reactions that people have. Most people, even when you're throwing light, you got to get people calm down, stop leaning away, moving so much. You're one of the guys that like, you're like, oh, we're not actually beating the shit out of each other. Oh, okay, you can hit me. So I think that's part of like what helped you pick it up real quick too. You started doing a lot better than some people in that same amount of time, because 2 years really isn't that long to be training.
Yeah,
not for real. You've done I know you've done IKF. Have you done it more than one time?
I did it twice.
That's what I thought.
First time, oh my god. I remember I brought 3 of my buddies out, and I had no response for anything that guy was throwing.
Good thing it's point fighting tournament.
Yeah, for real.
So the IKF, the PKB, they have full contact and they have the point fighting too. Shout out to our guys that run IKF Midwest. But
great guys.
Yeah, like so good thing it's nothing too intense. But I always tell everybody it's a good way to just get your feet wet because you're going to be around a bunch of strangers. Yeah, it's loud, people yelling and shit. Yeah,
you're feeling anxious, your heart's racing, your mouth gets a little dry. You're like, oh my god.
You see somebody like, he's a stranger though. It's points, right? Points. We're not fighting, right?
But first one didn't go so well. Second one went pretty well.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah.
Got stoppages on all of them, if you would call them stoppages.
Had fun both times.
Oh yeah, great time. I love supporting the dudes in our gym. I love staying after. I love seeing them fight, and I love staying after my fights and just hyping them up. I love screaming at the dudes and being like, come on. That's always a blast.
So I think it's a real good age to be starting like later teens, high school age. I mean, starting any time, but I mean, as far as like actual sparring and learning the fight side of it, even if you don't actually compete in martial arts, I think it's really good for anybody in those later teen years and stuff. And you start taking some contact and learning how to calm down under that pressure and everything, but also because the gym, the fight gyms have a lot of like a locker room kind of vibe to them, especially with the camaraderie and being able to comfortably give each other shit because you're always helping each other improve. But at fight gyms though, you're someone who's, you're 16 years old or you're 19 years old, and you're also in there with people that are 25, 28, 40 years old, all on the mat, throwing punches and training. And I know from years of doing it and watching people, I know that has its own intimidation factors.
Yeah.
What kind of advice can you give anybody who's younger that is not fight, martial arts, contact sport background? I know like wrestlers, the people that like, man, I've always wanted to, I would try, but you're just too damn nervous to walk in the door.
I think one of the biggest things that helped me was noticing that in a fighting gym, everyone is a team. Like you're saying, everyone's there to help each other out. Now, obviously, every now and then you get that one dude who's throwing haymakers, who's just trying to look cool and sparring.
That's what we're there for.
Exactly. Yeah. You peep that and you're like, all right, I guess we're sparring now. But
a new guy, me and you next.
Exactly. But I think realizing that you can really build sort of a family there and that nobody's really trying to hurt you there.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of the times you kind of get caught up at the fact that, like, especially in the beginning, whenever you're losing rounds, you're like, wow, this guy's really beating me up. This
guy could kill me if he wanted to.
This guy could kill me if he wanted to. But at the end of the day, he's not gonna do anything that's gonna harm you too badly because he can see it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a trained fighter. He's not just gonna sit there and start throwing punches at you, especially in sparring, especially in Dutch drilling.
Yeah.
Dutch drilling, I think, was the best way to start getting into that stuff because then you get used to
down, taking turns.
Exactly. Yeah, you get used to somebody coming at you, and you get used to going after somebody. Yeah. And I think just really noticing that, all right, if I take this punch, I'm not going to get knocked out.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay. And I can't take it. And it's not going to immediately give me CTE. that really helps.
That's a good point because I like seeing that across the board, whether it's people mid or late 20s kind of being like that with teenagers or they're guys in like their 30s and 40s, you know, other way around. Like, I like that because I've always looked at it as a little bit of like mentorship within the gym. You're not teaching somebody how to live their life, but you've been in there a couple of years. If you see somebody that kind of reminds you of yourself and they're in their first 2 months and you know this dude's like 16 years old and you're like, bro, come on, it's not that big of a deal. Come here, let me help you out. You instantly start. There's a level of mentorship there, even though it is based around martial arts. You're not like, let me give you some life advice.
Yeah.
You know, but in a sense, there's a little bit of life advice when I'm showing you how, like, okay, you don't like getting punched in the face? Let me show you how to not get punched in the face so easily. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah, I mean, really.
But I think that is something that a lot of people don't expect when they've never been to that kind of gym atmosphere, you know? It's a good point, man.
I think,
cheers to that, buddy.
Cheers to that. I think another thing is, if you are so like I'm coming in and I'm kind of getting beat up a lot and I'm really worried about that. I mean, like I said, nobody's really trying to hurt you in there. Like they're definitely working on their technique. And if they're getting you that badly, you really don't know how to fight. You probably should take martial arts. I mean, for real. Like if somebody in light sparring is doing that much to you and you have no response, you should definitely keep going.
Yeah.
Because just because you went to 2 classes and you got kind of beat up like that doesn't mean you can now go out to the street and know how to fight.
Yeah, and it's easy to get discouraged too.
Oh, yeah.
You know what, to me, and I was like personally and from the coaching side watching it, because when I started training, I was about 23, 24, something like that. Mm. So it was rough for me when people who are 18 can actually hang with me. And I'm like, dude, I got like 80 pounds on this kid. Like, what the fuck? It takes a minute to realize, like, yeah, but there's ego there. Mm. Like, that's the part you have to check a lot of times. And I think that's also a lot of times, like, not talking about anybody specific, but a lot of times that's, I think, why people quit so quick and easily because like you're saying, like, yeah, we're light sparring, but that feeling of like, I'm just getting my ass whooped. Even though it's light, I'm not getting hurt. It's so obvious everybody in this room would just knock me out if they really wanted to. And then people, because of ego, stop coming back, you know?
And I mean, there's no reason to keep showing up to a gym if you just keep on getting beat up. I can understand that.
Well, if everybody's literally trying to beat you.
Yeah, like maybe don't go to that gym, go to a different gym, check out that atmosphere.
Yeah, I guess there is a lie.
There's probably a gym or two out there where if you showed up, they're going to beat you until you're better. But that's not finished.
The old school.
The old school way. But nah, I think, once again, the best thing that helped me out with that was the Dutch drilling.
Hell yeah, man.
I still have videos of me Dutch drilling, and it is so funny because I am just running backwards and running forwards, and I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm just throwing punches because at the end of the day, I had no idea how to throw a punch.
Just hearing me and Wayne in the background, Mike, stop running away. Stop moving straight back.
Yeah. Nah, that's definitely something I had to work on a lot. Was I would just walk backwards. I'm like, oh, I'm across the entire gym.
Quit dropping your hands.
Yeah. A lot of that. Quit picking up your chin.
But that's, you know, that's the learning curve for everybody. That's why I try to, anybody who is not susceptible to the coaching, they're not like open to really, a lot of people won't argue, they'll hear what you're saying, but then you watch them and they don't make any effort to change any little detail. And you know, like, you're either not listening, you know, you're rebelling a little bit, or it's just not getting through, you know, either way, like,
yeah.
But a lot of it is just, it's repetition, you know, it's just, it's how you want to practice. Yeah. And I think a lot, like you're pointing out, a lot of good practice habits too, which makes me feel good. I'm like, I'm showing you the right way, man.
Well, like you're saying, I mean, I obviously starting off, I'm kind of just like doing my own thing, but also trying my best to listen to you guys because I have no idea what I'm doing. And then a little bit in there, you kind of get like creative. You're like, all right, they're saying this, but like, let me try this, blah, blah, blah. And not saying that like specifically fails, but like you learn that your coaches are telling you the right things to do. And you learn that it is working. Like, for example, like the other week, whenever you're like, Mike, move your head. Because I kept on getting hit with straight punches. And I'm like, I really am getting hit with straight punches over here. Like, I'm taking that into account because of all the year, like through the years, just knowing, okay, they're seeing this. And that isn't just like a situation of, oh, they caught me that one time. They're like, you want to just go, Mike, move your head off of like one jab you saw. You'd be like, oh, that guy landed a nice jab. You're seeing me not move my head. Yeah. And I'm taking that into account. And then I started getting kind of obsessed with, like, all right, let me get better at head movement.
Yeah, man.
I have to. I mean, that's
and then you start learning the other options. You're like, oh, if I slip and I move off the center line, I have this option. I have that option. You know, if I circle this way, things start to like stack up. And you're like, oh, I can have this, I can have that. You know, but like a big thing, like I was gonna say earlier, a big thing is like, I just like people who don't want to have the right practice habit. I relate it to sports all the time, especially for us as guys, our fucking ego, man. You're not doing it on purpose a lot of times. You just don't fucking like, it's hard-headed, or you just don't hear the message the way it's intended. Yeah. You know, but like, yeah, when you think about any sports you played, that's normally like what makes it click for people that I'm like, yeah, so if you've never ever played basketball and you're here trying out or practicing, like you're not about to play in the game this weekend, this month, next month, like it's not gonna fucking happen, you know. Or I'll tell people that like, yeah, man, if you're 17 and it's your first time playing football and you make it on the team, you're not starting on varsity unless you're some super freak athlete, because it's your first year. So like, you made the team, but you're a junior who's gonna play JV. Next year you might be on varsity and you still might not start, you know, because that's how the process goes. And with fighting, I'm like, yeah, you add getting punched in the mouth to that, and it's like that same type of process, but bigger consequences.
Yeah, I mean, for real. And I think that's also good how you guys work whenever it comes to like fighters in fight camp. Now, I've never been in a fight camp, but you guys are very disciplined on, you guys need to show up basically every single day. We need to see you at the gym.
Ain't nobody make us look bad, bro.
I mean, yeah, very.
No, the real truth for me, I know for me, one big thing as a coach for real is I'm like, dude, you're going to take losses, especially if you fight more than one time. Like, you're going to take losses. Even if you go undefeated for multiple fights, you will take losses unless you just stop fighting. It's going to happen. My thing is like, don't go in there and just get your fucking ass handed to you. If you lose, look like you belong in there, look like you still did a good job. Let people see like your skill set, and at least people know like, yeah, but dude's good though. Yeah. You know, especially if you're going to lose, I'm always like, unless your opponent is just a beast and they are that good and it's truly that much of a test, like, don't get knocked out. Yeah. Like, don't leave it to the judges on purpose. But like, if you're going to lose, let some people decide like, they didn't win this one. Like, don't just get dropped. If it's somebody who's that good, then that means that if they finish you, they really earned it because they were that good. And obviously you've gotten to that point. But up until that point, I feel like, hey man, you should look like you fucking belong in there. Otherwise, I don't want to make that walk with you.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is to be a fighter, for real. Like, you leave it all out there whenever you go out there. I mean, obviously, I'm not a professional, so I'm not gonna, you know, think I'm
pros definitely at a different level. But even at amateur circuit, you know, even like, even just like going to watching, because you've been on like that entry level, you know, point sparring, safe, controlled environment where it's like, all right, nothing bad's gonna happen. We're just gonna see